And we're back. Hello, all. So we've definitely got a bit of a game going on with this masterclass assassin. I just want to share some really cool words from Lauren from the break, which is that last case involved literal ghost. This one involves a much more figurative, operative style ghost.
Hmm.
Um,
That's,
so yeah,
that's awesome.
let's um, let's do some downtimes. So
Cool.
step go through the steps here. 1 second. All right. Duty. Unit earns 2 duty per operation by default. If the unit made progress on the mandate, take +1 duty. I feel like 3, maybe?
Yeah.
All right. Um, do you want to take that up, Judd?
After an operation or conflict with an opponent, the unit takes heat equal to double the tier of the highest tier subject involved. Add +1 heat for a high profile or well connected target. Add +1 if the situation happened on hostile turf. Um, is it the billhooks, really?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so that's
Because
4.
we talked to Ulf, technically, but like for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I think it's Tarble. Um,
So one becomes two, and then I don't think it was on hostile turf. Iron Hook is not hostile to us anymore, is it?
no, no, the billhooks are a tier 2.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So it would be four total by default.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. One, two, three, four, which is not bad for us for
Yeah.
once.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you did that other reduce heat.
Yeah, but I did not do very well at that other reduce heat, but we'll work on that. Um, all right, cool. And what's next?
Um, Sorry.
That's
I
fine.
am.
Paperwork and entanglements.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we do our paperwork, yay or nay? I feel like yay.
Yeah, I think doing paperwork sounds good.
I don't think we need to say anything untoward.
I
Yeah.
don't think so. Yeah, I was just trying to think back to, but yeah, I think everything's been pretty by the book
Yep.
as for us anyway.
For us, anyway. Well, we don't have the Imperial Seal to throw around. That's going to become exciting once we do.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
So what does your paperwork say?
Steps of the investigation. Went to Iron Hook. I'll mention that an assassination attempt occurred during our time there. Um, that we had him moved and security increased, but I think that that's mostly just a stalling measure.
Right.
Um, I will. I don't know how much more there is to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll get confirmation. I'll point out that it was confirmed that this guy is her target, and
Yep. Yep.
I don't think there's really anything else to say.
Cool.
Let's get some entanglements going. What's our heat?
A lot.
So hold on. I've got one roll set up. So I'm just gonna like narrate something real fast, and that is Warden Moreland putting Tarville into a prison barge with a bunch of guards and saying, "I'm going to keep you moving to keep you alive because no one gets out and no one gets killed without my say so." And he says, "Do you think she'll find me before my boys find me?" She said, "We'll find out." And he says, "Yeah, I'm curious. Either way, I don't think I'll be seeing you or this place again." She goes, "Get the fuck out of my prison."
Very good.
I love it.
And yeah, they're looking.
Hey, it's good fortune.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah, the bill hooks are looking.
It's a race.
Yep. Uh, cool. And then we're just rolling heat, right? Which is 0.
No, our heat is like 7.
Yeah.
But you're rolling 0 dice, yes.
Yes, 0 dice. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, what it says is roll or choose. So if you have a specific thing that you want to
makes
happen,
sense.
go ahead.
Yeah, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. Flip to arrest, marked, or review. Interval makes a move against a member of the unit. They get a drop on you, pay them with 3 coin. They beat you up, level 2 harm, and you spill a detail with mandate. Mentor, untouchable. Flipped. Cool. Cool. I think the way that this happens is Ulf Ironborn gets arrested.
Oh, why?
And I think he's your main link, so that could cause problems.
Considering that the leader of the Bellhooks is not dead,
Right.
I figure she'll find a way to have a meeting with him after that man is dead.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can only
Totally.
protect him while he's in Ironhook. I can't protect him if his people spring him.
Right.
So, yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. And then next, and then are we into downtime or
yeah, we can look
faction
at clocks,
status?
but I don't think anything happened with the clocks here. We didn't.
I don't think anything
The
happened.
only
No.
thing that I
No.
want to ask though is, did our faction standing with Ironhook Prison improve?
I think it did. I think we can take a +1 to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
What? Good relationships with more positive relationships with Ironhook. Wild.
Who would have thought?
Unexpected. Cool. And then downtimes.
Cool.
Cool.
Let me double check what my stress is at, so that I don't mess it up yet again.
Yeah.
Ah, my stress is 6. Ha 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 ha! I cannot overindulge. Ha! All right. So I know what my actions will be. Do you want to go riding into Deathlands again, Maya?
Yeah, for sure. I have one quick question, which is I'm at 4 stress. Am I better off doing like something and pushing myself to get it to 6 and then riding with you?
It's complicated because like you usually don't have pushes during downtime.
Oh, right, yeah.
So maybe if you have a different scene in mind first and you want to take an action and try and push yourself on it, I guess you could do that. That's up to you.
Yeah, because
I have a secret plan for a move that's going to help with this. I wanted to get Prowl, but I think I'll get Functioning Vice, which is if we both Vice, we can choose +2 or -2 to our stress remove, up to +2 or -2 from our stress.
oh, cool.
Which will help us if we roll poorly, and it will help us if we roll too well. So
Rad. Well, yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna overindulge, but let's go for a ride and
all right. My
I'll wait.
overindulging is gonna be interesting. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I clear 5.
I also clear 5 and I overindulge.
Wow,
You
another
clear
overindulge.
You clear 6.
I clear 6. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I mean, it's still an overindulgence. It doesn't matter if it's 5 or 6. It still goes to 0. But just a point of note, your vicing is 2D now. So.
Right.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to this, and also I'm a bit terrified.
Judd had an idea for your overindulgence last time, so I'm curious what
I
happens.
did. I've had it for a really long time.
Oh, now I'm really excited. Like it's that classic case of like, of course I get the 5 or the 6, but I really don't want them.
Yeah, well, the dice have not been super lenient or friendly tonight.
Yeah, it's very hit or miss. It's either all 6s or nada.
You are in the Deathlands, and I think you and Issa, you're the. Who was in the Deathlands with you? Was it Drav? Was it Issa?
I think
both even.
Yeah, it could be both. Yeah, totally.
Cool. And I think a feral ghost overcomes you guys, and you end up riding like hell back. And when you're all like putting the horses back in the stables, my God, that was so close. And Issa's kind of not Issa, Maya's kind of quiet, and I think Maya's having this other moment where she is in a horse-drawn carriage with a woman who is wearing a dress of the same like violet color that is like in your eyes and comes out of your blood sometimes. And it is like that old ghost that possessed you when you were a child.
Mm. Oh, rad.
And she says, "So you're in Duskval now?"
Yes, I think Maya like definitely has a hard time getting words out.
Right.
Sentences.
It's an interesting city. It's a good choice. I'm going to have fun here.
Who is this woman?
She is a ghost.
Lives in my head.
She's a ghost in Maya's head who possessed her when she was a little girl and found her again and is back.
What? This is amazing.
It's so good. And I don't know if the ghost hangs around, but Maya is for sure doing that kind of like spluttering, like, what the hell? Like, you absolutely, no, of course, no, like, you can't go into the city.
Oh, we're already in. You don't go through the lightning fence, darling. You go through a tunnel under the lightning fence. We're going to get in just fine. And I think she possesses you and like fakes it with Drav and Issa and like says like, I'm just, that whole thing with the feral ghost chasing us really freaked me out. I just need to go home and get some sleep. I'll see you at work tomorrow. And then,
hey Judd.
Yeah.
Can I notice something?
Yeah.
Even slightly off about Maya?
Cool.
I love it because, like, I think from Maya's perspective, she's looking outside the window in that carriage, like at the back, like so with her hands on the Sarah is like yelling into like sort of what looks like outside, what looks like reality.
Yeah.
But I think reality is also purple haze tinged as well. Like you've got violet glasses on.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to push myself. Yeah, I push myself, and because I don't have any friggin' dice of observe here. Actually, I have a different question. Judd, what would my position and effect be if I rolled relate? Because relate is connecting with people and like being friends with people. And what I'm trying to really do here is notice that my friend is acting weird. Like
risky, great. Yeah, that's a fucking savvy angle.
All right.
That's cool.
I'm still pushing myself because I don't trust my dice. Hang on. Risky, great. Bonus dice 1. Boop. Wow, I totally miss it.
Oh no.
So I can completely see. I'm sorry, the dice are not my friends today, but I could completely see nothing, and
Yeah.
just let it go.
Yeah.
Or we
She
could.
says, I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling myself.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I think we're gonna handle this a different way. I think that Drav. I want to do a thing, and you can tell me if this is legible. So usually on a 1 to 3, you fail, and there's a consequence, right? Like, it's not necessarily like, right? So like this is
Right.
risky, and there could be some side effects, but I have special armor for when I'm being lied to. So I would like to pitch a different scenario for you, Judd, which is
Okay.
that I know that something's wrong, but I don't know what it is, and I may let it go because I'm respecting Maya, not because
Yeah.
I may bring it up the next day because I suspect that there is more to it, but I may just like let her go right now if that's okay.
Yeah.
All
Awesome.
right. Cool. In which case, my special armor is already marked, but I would theoretically mark it right now, and then it would
Yeah.
reset before the next mission. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Hang on. Hang on. I did the wrong thing. I was trying to show people the rolls. All right. So yeah, I think the dice are just not my friends. I'm sorry. I tried. I
Cool.
tried the best I could.
Cool. So Maya, you wake up the next morning in a strange bed. And you can hear people outside, like in a common room.
Ooh, are they speaking Severus? Are they speaking
Yeah.
like
No. They're speaking Akro, the regular language.
Oh, interesting. I guess like yeah, I will put an ear out to see if I can catch what they're saying.
They're talking about streets and vectors and angles, and it takes you a moment to realize that it sounds like there's a team of people working on the Spirit Warden, the Spirit Warden project that you and Drav were working on to find an inn into the Spirit Wardens.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Oh, and I have a question. Are my eyes still purple, or are they? Is that like?
Yeah, there's a mirror in the room, and your eyes are still purple. Yeah.
Oh, red, and also terrifying. I think like I slip out of the bed and then like I think I would I'm debating trying just to slip out if there's like some other door.
I mean, there's a window. You're like on the second floor of a brownstone apartment type of thing.
Oh, interesting. I will for sure take
Charter
note
hall?
of this.
Yeah. You're
Trust
gonna
Drav immediately to check the district. Go on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh gosh, I'm curious to get these folks' attention. I'm also curious to sort of like come back later, knowing this location. Do you have any thoughts, Josh?
Oh, it's easy enough. I mean, it's freaking Charter Hall. You could get the street address.
Oh
Right.
yeah, totally.
But I mean, like, what do you think the outcome is of walking out of the room? What do you want to try a reverse posing where you pretend to be the ghost? It's probably not gonna work.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, trying to get a sense for what happened. It's like a do with my car situation of like
Observe the room. Piece together what you can of the night
yeah.
before. Like, this is your superpower.
Yes, I will totally do
Push
that. I will
yourself
totally
for free with your investigatory superpowers. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I will totally do that. Thanks. What's my position for looking around the room for clues about what happened?
Controlled great. Oh, so like the room in your bedroom?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
If I can crack a door without anyone noticing.
Ooh, that's risky great.
Do it.
I'll crack a door very subtly.
Yeah.
And if not, I'll just leave the window.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go that.
I don't think Drop has ever been to your apartment. I don't think you've ever been to mine either, but
I think you're right. Oh, I got a 4.
that's okay. It means you do it, but there's a consequence. And you can resist that.
Yes, that is better than a 2 as well. I will take the 4.
Yeah. So you open the door and peek out, and one of the guys talking sees you, and kind of like he's an older man, and he's talking to a younger woman and a younger man, and he sees you, but he also kind of can see that you're like peering out through the window, so he kind of like just like winks, like, yeah, I see you, but I'm not going to say anything. And then he says like, we've got it down to these blocks, but given the information that Ms. Tui has offered, we should be able to have this done inside of a week.
Excellent. I'm so glad the ghost in my head has access to everything that I know. Oh yeah. So I think like I'll quietly back away from like the door and then just like out the window. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, and you've got the address to that apartment.
Excellent.
So I think there's probably like the next day at the office, Drav is kind of waiting for you, and then like just checks in. He does that like half push where he's like, "Is everything all right?" It's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah. And I think like it's very like Maya is having a hard time hiding like that she's pretty rattled from like having the ghost of her past possess her again. And I think you see her open her mouth, but she really isn't sure how to describe this. And it's like, yeah, I don't believe you would believe me if I told you what had happened.
Let me get this straight. The two of us have gone into hand-to-hand combat against 500-year-old possessed ghost crowds, seen the Emperor in somewhat person, and recorded conversations with someone who wanted to be an immortal empress. And you think that I won't believe you when you tell me a story?
I think Maya like relaxes into a small smile at that. Is like, well, when you put it that way. And I think like she looks into the distance, like so that 1,000-mile gaze at some point on the wall, and then says, without looking at you, like, most folks don't survive possession the same way most folks don't survive poisoning or disease when it really gets into your bones and in your blood. And the folks that do survive, well, the only way to do it is to sever a limb or sever the part of you that is infected. And more or less the same has happened to myself, only in my own head. After having had an encounter with a ghost.
All right. And riding into Deathlands brought back memories?
Memories, but they were triggered by a brush with that feral entity we came across, I do believe. It's almost as if that limb is grown back, but in a literal phantom sense. I thought against my better judgment that I could control the thing in my head. But after last night, I need to try harder. Let
me stop you. Is there an actual ghost involved?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you spoke with her after we rode together.
Oh. But not now.
No, no, she's gone for now.
Uh-huh. Do you want me to talk to Hopper about this? I'm not real knowledgeable about this kind of stuff. I assume you don't want me to mention this to Coil because they'll probably incinerate you.
That would be that would be appreciated if you kept this quiet.
I believe me, you don't. I'm trying to figure out how I can help.
And I think like it takes like that's when Maya finally looks back at you and she looks a bit confused, like she's never thought to ask for help, or no one's ever offered help for this kind of thing. And then she's like, how do you suspect you can help?
I mean, Whispers do all sorts of stuff. They make deals with demons, they build rigs that can shove spirits back into bodies. I'm sure they can find a way to rip a ghost out of yours.
I am willing to entertain the idea. I would be lying if I said I was not afraid, which is hard for me to admit. But
I'm a little more blasé because here in Duskfall, when you're running the streets, if you don't have a whisper, your gang's in big trouble. I'm used to them doing all sorts of creepy shit. You just kind of get used to it. It's, I don't think you're wrong to be afraid, but I think that I've seen enough of this sort of thing done that we can probably find somebody of quality that's going to be able to do it with minimal risk to you. Or if nothing else, they'll be able to tell us what exactly the risk to you will be. Because I don't know. I have no attune. So, that's a mechanical thing, but Drav is communicating that he's really concerned about you and he wants to help. But he's also not really 100% sure, because he's like, don't the Severosi have, like, witch people or something that can do this? Why would you not have looked into this earlier? And he's cautious, because he's like, wait, I think you want the ghost to leave, right? Yes? He's checking. He's not sure.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, like, I think Maya just had never entertained the idea of being apart from it. And so, like, she does want it to leave, but that's never been a possibility.
All right. Well, I have to talk to Hopper about my apartment anyway today, so I can put a word out. I can see what he knows, what he's willing to do. If he suggests that we go to somebody more skilled.
Thank you.
All right. There's a lot.
Are we?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was rad, Judd.
Cool.
I know what my second downtime action is.
What's that?
I am gonna go talk to Hopper.
Yeah.
I was going to acquire asset Spirit Warden proofing my apartment. I don't know if there's like a ghost door or what the hell there is, but I'm just like, Hopper, I need to never again in my life wake up with Spirit Wardens around my bed. What can you do? Like, do I need to buy a new apartment? What's the plan?
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna move to Severos and get a new apartment.
Is there a plan B?
You're gonna move to Aruvia and get a new apartment.
All right, let's scale it back a notch. Can Spirit Wardens teleport over water? Do I need to buy a boat?
No. Like, they can't teleport. They just picked your damn lock.
That seems... Wait, Spirit Wardens picked my damn lock? Do I need better locks?
They probably just have a master key. I mean,
okay, so they didn't, like, go into the ghost field and do Spirit Warden stuff.
Probably not. I don't know.
Can you look at my apartment and make sure?
Sure.
Cool. On the way, I tell him a story. I'm like, so Hops, I've got a friend
Yeah.
who's got a bit of a ghost problem. Weird one though.
All right.
Apparently, it's been with him for decades.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
Oh
they're
shit.
yeah, but they're not a vampire or a hollow or something weird.
Oh, they just got it sealed up.
Uh, that maybe.
Yeah, I've read about that. Sometimes in Severos, that's what they do. But it's got to be a descendant. Otherwise, it kills the body.
Uh-huh. And say that person wanted
an ancestor. An ancestor. They've got you understand what I mean.
I got the descendant part. So
Yeah.
say that person wanted to get rid of this.
Oh wow.
What's the protocol?
I mean, yeah, we could yank it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure. That's a thing.
Could you do that? Do I need somebody else?
It's dangerous. Those ghosts are usually tough.
Okay. Who do you trust to do that kind of thing? With minimal damage to the person.
I mean, I could rig up my necklace thing and try to get into a spirit jar. But if it goes wrong, it's going to go real wrong.
Yeah, I hear you. That's why I'm asking who else you trust. Having two whispers present that can back each other up is good.
Who do I trust? I mean, I don't know who I trust.
Well, how about you do your homework and figure that out, and I'll see what I can do about scaring up some coin tower.
I mean, in Six Towers, there's Flint. He's a scumbag, but he will get that ghost out if you promise you can keep it.
Let's say that I think this ghost is pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the biggest gun you know that you can get a hold of?
Lord Skurlock? I mean, I don't know. I
Okay.
can't get a hold of him. The Dimmer sisters?
Them I can get a hold of. Okay.
And I hear they do interesting things with ghost matrices, but they are spooky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I will look into this.
All right.
Dimmer sisters, huh? All right. Dimmer sisters. You hear something like Lamplex? Yeah. I'm already doing like gang connection networking.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sweet. Can you look at my apartment and make sure that my lock was picked and it's not something infernal? Or not infernal, but like bizarre and spirit warden-y.
He takes out some shit and like looks around. He says, "There's no ghost door." Yeah, like some Ghostbusters. Boop, 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 boop. He's like, "There's no ghost doors in your room, in your apartment."
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what I wanted to know. Can I Judd, how much do I love my apartment?
It's all right. You're making more money now. You could probably afford a better one.
No, I don't want a better one. I want a more secure one.
That's the thing. If you had some money, you could probably afford it.
I would like to start a long-term project or an acquire assets role if that's all that's necessary to acquire an apartment that isn't going to get spirit wardened.
I mean,
actually, I want an apartment that's going to meet my criteria for paranoia, right? Like, because like now I'm also suspecting that I might get assassined. So
yeah, cool. I mean, I feel like having lived in a city, it is a total long-term clock to find a fucking apartment. that's like the second most city thing that's ever happened in one of my games.
Yep.
Long-term clock, find an apartment.
Too real.
Feeling it.
It's 8. I'm sorry.
Nope, that's legit.
That sounds about right for apartment hunting.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna start by relating to some people and seeing what I can do.
That's how you do it.
No, it's just the start. I'm just gonna roll my dice, and I feel like I have sufficiently brought one person into this to justify my downtime extra die. A 6. That's 3 segments. Sweet.
Rad.
All right. That's it for my second downtime action. Take it away, Lauren.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of feel like after that, you'd totally get the whole like Maya doesn't sleep, like sort of staying up all hours, just like going headfirst into the grinders and trying to find out more about them, where they hang out, like all the stuff about them,
Cool.
to get some leverage over them. What would be a good way to do that?
Do you want to make it a long-term project? Like,
yeah, what's the best way mechanically to go about getting this asset for the next?
Acquire assets.
Yeah. Like, is this just like sort of questioning people in their area, or?
So describe to me what it is you're looking for.
Yeah. So we know that all we know about them really is that Levine was throwing money at them, and that they were somewhere involved in that exchange.
Right.
We want to find out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, please don't.
I was gonna say we're a little bit perpendicular. We're looking for leverage because we can, of course, go there and we can probably get a chance to converse with them. But the problem is that we have absolutely nothing to convince them to do the thing that we want them to do. Like, we've got nobody that's in trouble. We've got no wars that we know that they're engaged in. We don't know what the hell they need, and we don't have, like, buckets of money to bribe them with. So we need to find something that's going to give us an in.
Got it. I mean...
My brain went to fake jewels immediately.
I think you dig into the grinders, and it doesn't take much. These folks are not subtle thieves, and they've been stealing from everyone, including the Silver Nails, including the Leviathan Hunters, including sailors on the docks. I mean, they are not making friends. At all.
I mean, it could be simple. We could just acquire assets, Bluecoat pressure, and then offer to take that away. Like, establish the stick and then offer it as a carrot.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, they're a loud, violent gang that's inciting all sorts of problems. We shouldn't have too much trouble just getting some Bluecoats to go and put pressure on them.
Totally.
And you have the right connections to make that happen.
Yeah, that sounds like a good, like, simple approach.
Cool. Sounds good.
Rad. What shall I roll for that?
How does acquire asset work?
It's a little different for us because usually I think it's we got to roll the crew's rank, so you would start at 1 die.
Oh, right. Ooh. Okay. I was just wondering if I could push myself by impressing people with my integrity and authority in this occasion.
That's plausible. Judd, what do you think?
Yeah, totally.
Storming in there, but we've had enough of this.
And this is in the line of duty, so
yeah,
it's legit.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing this button is on the mandate.
It's just roll. You would just roll fortune. I don't think there's any magical button for acquire asset.
Sweet.
In your case, it would be 1 die because mandates by default start at tier 1 instead of tier 0. And you get 1 die for pushing yourself in the line of duty here, so take it away.
Sweet.
It's a poor asset.
Yeah.
Well, that is what it is.
Yep.
It's okay. Sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah, it's just like, well, we're kind of resource constrained, so you'll get 1 guy.
Oh, we probably get some pressure, but it may not be. It's like they get some paperwork that says, please harass this gang, and they kind of half-ass it, and or the gang is prepared, and or it's not. It's effective, but not much, because it's poor, right? Like, it still is an asset, it's just not a great one. Alright. Cool. So I have an action, and you have an action, and or we have 1 action from the mandate. My question is, do we want to reduce heat again? Or do we want to let it roll over and work on a clock to remove pressure later?
That's a really good... I feel like we're probably gonna... how are we feeling about this dice? It might make sense just to let it roll over. Because...
That's fine. We can work with clocks
later.
Yeah. In which case, I'm going to train.
Cool.
I'm going to grab
What are you training?
Savvy. I feel like I have role-played having a relate of 3 enough that I think it's time to just go ahead and buy it.
Awesome.
I'm not quite there yet. It's going to take me a little while.
Yeah. You go play cards with the cat and cradle ladies?
I think that's exactly what it is.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Love it.
All right. That's that for me.
Cool.
We do have 1 more downtime action for acquiring assets or working on long-term projects. I think that's correct. I'd have to double check. It's reduce heat, acquire asset, or work on a long-term project.
Reduce heat?
I mean, what tier are the grinders?
2.
Yeah, we're gonna be gaining 4
at least?
5. We're gonna be gaining 5.
Okay.
So I don't know if reducing heat's gonna be useful here. Honestly, I suggest we get some more barge protection for our Iron Hook boy and just keep pissing off the assassins and the pillhooks both.
Awesome.
Honestly, because we're gonna take over. It's gonna absorb the blow a little bit, but not by much.
Cool.
Does that sound good?
That's awesome.
All right, roll to acquire assets and let's subtract some ticks from clocks, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I guess I'll roll it if that's okay.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's only 1 tick.
Okay. Do you want to take it off of Levine's clock or the bellhook's clock?
Choices.
I think I'm gonna take it off of Levine's clock.
Cool.
And in particular, whatever. I'm trying to figure out her angle of approach. I kind of want to leave her a note, but I don't know what's a good place to leave a note.
Yeah, maybe like in the old barge where he was.
Yeah, I think that's what I do. Is I walk up there and I just hammer a note and a card into the place and just sign it Bluecoat.
Awesome.
All right.
That is fantastic.
It's probably a cute note, much akin to the one that she sent me, just so that yeah.
Yeah, like we took out the trash for you.
No, it's something like, thanks for sending my coat back. I understand it wasn't personal. Neither is this card.
Red.
That is metal as fuck. I love
it. I know she can kill me at any time. But if she wants to leave little notes to each other, then that's the game we're playing. So, I'm good. I think
cool.
I think we're done. Do we want to cut it here or and just pick up next time with the grinders? Does that sound good?
I think so. I think that's more. It's getting late. As much as I'm kind of pumped, I'll fall apart soon, and that's not good.
Yeah, let's end it while we are all full of energy. Do we want to do XP real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do for that.
Let me. I'll go with Drob first, just so that I'm out of the way here. You honorably did your duty in service to the Imperium, where you did what's right. I definitely have been investigating the whole time, but I would like to argue for 2 XP because saving that guy.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. And just the saving him, but you know what? Even more to me was like staying behind with him and like giving him a moment of kindness and like sharing your pipe. Like saving him was action movie cool, but the human moment was really. I asked during a break. I was like, "Why'd you do that?" Like, I'm really curious. I just thought it was really cool, and I'm just wondering why. And it was it's good. That was a really, really great thing. I like that.
Yeah. I can't really apologize for the system, and I can't really apologize for the Bluecoats because I know they're gonna keep being shitheads. There's not a lot I can do other than give them a moment of human kindness. So, I believe that counts for a belief or a drive.
Yeah.
And I
definitely get that cool flashback. The tattoo moment.
That's a heritage moment. That sounds good. Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, struggled with the issues from your vice or traumas. I would like to argue that going into the pit with a very evil man and or battling the waters counts as reckless.
Yes.
Can I suggest that having little tete-a-tete notes with a master assassin is also reckless?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I will take my max XPs. I will get a new power. I'm just going to call it new power. And I'm going to dump the rest into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I'm going to put the rest into force. All right, I'm good. Off to you, Maya.
Rad. I honorably did my duty in service to the Imperium, or I did what's right.
Yes.
Is this the time when we tell you cool stuff you did, or do you wanna? Oh,
I don't know. Well, I was just trying to think back. Like, my gosh, we're playing for so many hours. And it was also amazing. I'm trying to like pinpoint some examples. I feel like giving coin after the brick went through the window.
Yeah, totally.
Kind of a neat moment. And all the conversations with Ulf and investigating Ulf. I enjoyed that a lot too. I enjoyed telling him I'd see him again, and then we did see him again.
I will argue that you did more than just your duty when you walked into a place where you could drown, not knowing how to swim.
Oh yeah,
that was actually a very poignant moment for me.
Yeah,
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Cool, and Express beliefs drives heritage background.
Yeah, a lot.
Ghost.
You do that all the damn time. So yes.
I was telling Scoveland is like, what are you gonna do? Like break down those jewels? Like, oh, you say Rosie.
Oh, stop.
And struggled with issues from vice or trauma during the session.
The Vice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody in chat, Cram Day, asked, like, does overindulging count as struggling with your vice? And I believe it does. And yeah, I'm glad. And it, like, we've been seeding that since the beginning, so it's kind of cool. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, totally.
I didn't realize. Yeah, it was cool.
I feel like I've been trying to lean really heavily into the reckless thing as well, just in like saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing or yelling about how this rats are just getting fat on their own coin. Okay, cool. That's me.
Awesome. Here we go.
I will likewise put them into a playbook advance and then dump the rest in somewhere else.
Cool. So are you going to take, I mean, there is a playbook advance, right, where you could get a tune, I believe.
Yeah, you'd have to veteran a Bluecoat move, but yes.
Oh, rad. I feel like that makes sense, right?
I mean, so.
Yeah, you've been acting like you had it, so actually having it is not bad.
It's not bad at all. So, yeah, I've been kind of wondering, like, wait, does so, yeah. Cool. Enforce the law or advance the progress of the mandate.
All over?
I think definitely, yeah. We're going to go our twofer for that?
Yeah.
Cool. Contend with challenges above your current station?
Mixed. I mean, technically we're at tier 1 right now.
Right.
So pretty much anything we do is going to land us there, but...
Right.
Because the billhooks were 2. You established that. And we had to deal with some Bluecoat nonsense, and I had to deal with Spirit Wardens. So...
Say, then think it's a twofer then.
Yeah.
Okay. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I mean, you definitely showed yourself to be honorable with the way you dealt with Grell and shit. Even the way you dealt with Tarvel was pretty damn awesome. I'm going to say that's a twofer, which bumps you up a crew advancement.
Woohoo!
Yay!
That's great, because now we can get mastery.
Cool.
So I think that's an easy. We're just gonna do the plan. Is that cool, Maya? And by Maya I mean Lauren.
Yes, that is totally cool.
All right, I'm gonna finish clicking the mastery button.
Cool.
All right. I was feeling the lack of additional trainings, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. We're gonna have.
I can feel it.
And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
I feel like we did.
I mean, what you do not, or you do?
No, I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay. I was gonna say, if that's not 2 XP, I'd like we get it every time, right? Because we talk a lot about our beliefs, right? Like we talk about like, how do you feel about the billhooks? So, well, why are they worse than other criminals? Why are you okay with Ulf? Like, we have these like little moments and discussions where I'm just like, are you okay? Well, I have a ghost in my head. Well, shit. Do you want help? Huh. Yes. Yeah. You know.
Totally.
Awesome.
All right. Let's game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the magical outro process. So hey, I'm Strash. He him. I'm one of the streamers here on Actual Play. You can find me on Twitter at StrashA. Other things that you should be aware of: Band of Blazes out, which is a game that I wrote, and I'm running it here on Actual Play Thursdays. You should come next Thursday because our crew is getting to Skydagger Keep, and there's going to be epic AF stuff. Just as a tiny preview, if you're watching the end of this, I know that at least several of the missions are going to take place during a new weather phenomenon called Moonfall. So, yeah, that should be exciting. All right, Lauren.
Hi, it's Lauren. I use she, they. I'm at the Stray Kiwi on Twitter, and you can also find me at thestraightkiwi.com if you want to learn more about myself. I was heading outside of this. Well, I'm a TTRPG editor and designer, which is super rad. Go Underground, which I think just released with my co-author Jesse Ross. The PDF I think should be up soon for purchase if you missed the Kickstarter. I think same with the zine. We may have a couple more copies of that left that you'll probably be able to get through our store at girlunderground.org. I think that's all that's going on with me. How about you, Judd?
I'm Judd, he, him, and I'm on the Twitters, JUDD_of_KRYOS. And I've got a podcast called Daydreaming About Dragons. And if you put those search terms in your, let's face it, you're using Google. You're not going to Bing that, right? Then you'll probably find it, along with other people who are daydreaming about dragons, which actually does come up as search terms, which is fun. And so I talk about gaming, I talk about this game, and I talk about all kinds of stuff. So it's a quick 20-minute podcast, and come listen and let me know what you think. That's about it.
It's pretty awesome. All right. And on that note, we're going to bid you all adieu.
Thank you for watching.